Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is Friday today. It is early, but it's not as bright and early as some of my days are because Fridays are generally obviously a shorter recovery day. I have 90 minutes on the cards this morning, so nothing too crazy. I'm about to head off for that. I've got my bottle that I've just made up. This has electrolytes in it and my creatine for the day. I always take creatine. And if you saw in the little container earlier, I just dose out my beta-alanine at the start of the day, and I just put a little bit into my bottles throughout the day. Otherwise, if you have it all at once, it just makes you super itchy. So I've got a little bit in this bottle, and I've just started with a lighter breakfast because yeah, I've just got 90 minutes super easy this morning, so I'm gonna get ready and head out for that. But I thought I would show you more into what I eat on an easy day before a big weekend of training and show you what my day looks like. So let's go for a ride. All right, wearing Salita bibs, Pedal Mafia socks, Shimano S-Fires, Pedal Mafia jersey, Met Trenta, helmet, Sun God Sunnies, Pedal Mafia socks, riding my Canyon Aeroed. Is that everything? I'm trying to think of all the questions you guys asked me. What else do I get asked? My watch is a Garmin Venue 2 Plus. It's the old one, so I know there's a new version of it, I think. Listening to the Backside Potty, Brisbane-based cycling podcast. The guys are just a little bit of a laugh. It's a lighthearted, it's funny. It's a bit of like they obviously talk cycling, but it's also just a bit of shit talk. I just find it's a good laugh for an easy ride. But I'm going to head down to the Esplanade, which is so exciting because I've been stuck inside with Cyclone Alfred. I always want to call it Cyclone Albert in southeast Queensland. So I spent the whole week last week on the trainer, and then I went outside on Wednesday for my 5-hour ride, and an hour in I got a flat and I changed the tube, but I may have lost my whole CO2 canister and didn't have a hand pump, so I couldn't actually pump up said tube, and I was kind of in a place where not many like casual cyclists go to. Like you'd be a cyclist, and during the week no one was out there for at least one of the guys from my team said he'd be there in 2 hours, and I was like so I got a lift home, and then I rode on the trainer, and then I just did my sprints outside when I was finished on the street because I don't like doing trainer sprints. I just don't find them as beneficial. I like to do them outside. And then Thursdays is like a Zwift trainer day anyway. Like my workout usually is best to do on the trainer. So today we're finally going outside and I'm so excited. So excited. It's a beautiful day. There is no clouds in the sky. So let's go girls. Ride is done. It was very nice weather this morning. Back now, I've had a coffee while I just did a little bit of work, and now I've got my breakfast. I've got 4 Weet-Bix with some protein custard and then some Biscoff drizzled on top. Alrighty, map is on. Let's rock and roll. We in the car now, just heading off to work. It's currently 10 past 8. For those of you that don't know, I am a relief teacher and I have a shift today. It was nice because this one was organized on Wednesday, so it's always nice to know in advance, like when you have shifts, because otherwise, like, riding in the morning, like, picking up the phone can be so annoying, like, if you're out riding or whatever, and if you miss the call, like, they don't call again. So you have to be able to answer your phone, and then you've obviously also got to hope that a shift is, like, actually comes up. So I didn't get a shift yesterday, which sucked, but it doesn't matter because, yeah, I have a shift today, which is good. I always really like to work Mondays and Fridays, especially because I have short days on the bike. So I'm kind of like, well, I may as well work, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm on my way to work. It's 15 minutes away. I'm gonna work. I finish at 3 today, and then I'm gonna pop to the shops to pick up some stuff for Matt and I to have for dinner. I have packed up all my lunch and everything to take with me to school, but I will show you guys that throughout the day of, like, what times I'm eating, what I'm eating, just because I get a lot of questions about nutrition, so I thought it would be interesting. I've also got 2 bottles of water packed with me. One has electrolytes in it, one has a vitamin C dissolvable tablet in it, and then they also have a little bit more beta-alanine in them, and then I'll have my last, like, little bit of beta-alanine to do this afternoon. Sometime I'll drink it. So I do 6 grams a day, and yeah, you can dose it however you like. I know some people do it over 3. You can also do it over 3. It really doesn't matter. I get, like, a little bit of an itch if I do it over 2, but if I did it in 1, like, it is a pretty, like, uncomfy itch for a little bit. So I just personally find I may as well just dose it throughout the day and put a little bit in each of my bottles, and I don't really experience the itch much at all anymore. I only get it a little bit if I, like, guzzle the bottle, and I don't, like, sip at it over, like, 30 minutes. Like, if I had the bottle all, like, really quickly because I'm thirsty, then I'll get a little bit itchy. But that is about beta-alanine. Obviously also take creatine. I just take it in the mornings. I've had some questions about that as well. I don't know if there's much to do with when you take it. Some people believe that there is, but others say there's not. My dietitian is more from the standpoint that it's more beneficial to take it consistently at the same time each day. So I ride every morning, so I know for me it's easy just to put it in my first bottle, and I know I'm going to drink it first thing every morning, and then it gets around the same time within, like, an hour to 2 window each day. But I will quickly mention that for those of you that don't know, I am a sponsored athlete of Ideal Nutrition, and I do go under the dietitian that I work with. She's a dietitian, she's not a nutritionist, is Sammy. I will also leave her Instagram linked down below. She has been an absolute lifesaver for me. She's helped me a lot with nutrition, especially from a recovery standpoint. I will wholeheartedly admit that there's still things that I don't listen to that I could improve on, but nutrition is definitely a process. It's not something that gets fixed overnight, so it's still something that I'm working on myself, finding out what works for me, what doesn't, areas that I can improve on. I know that I could probably improve on my carb intake throughout the middle of the day. I know I have a lot of carbs in the morning, a lot of carbs in the evening, but I could probably do more over lunch and everything. But again, it's a work in progress, finding what works for you. And I also am not someone that obviously likes to feel like excessively hungry, so working with that as well. I do have a very easygoing gut. Like, I've never really had any GI discomfort from any products that I've tried, or like amounts. Like, I've gone up to 100 grams on the bike an hour and I've been fine, and I've also done 60 grams in 500 mils, which I was also fine. Some people get discomfort from that, so I'm pretty lucky. Mine is just more like, yeah, nutrition as a whole and making sure I'm getting enough in to feel energized and not go through. I was finding that every like 3 or so weeks I was like bonking, like not just on the bike but like in life. I'd reach a point where I was like just dead, and then like I know what that feeling feels like, and I know that to get out of it, the only thing that can fix that is by eating in a surplus.
So I would, you know, eat in a surplus and I'd feel good for a week, and then like I'd maintain for a week, and then that third week I would like bonk again. So it was just like a process, a cycle. So that has been one of the things that I've been working on with Sammy. But yes, I'm going to stop rambling now. I'm going to get to work, update you guys where I can. I'm working at a school today that I do a little bit of work at. So I obviously, as a relief teacher, work at a bunch of different schools. But this school I have worked at a number of times, and I'm on a year 4 class today. I haven't done this specific year 4 class, but I'm sure it will be fine, hopefully. So anyway, I'm going to get to work in 9 minutes, and then I will see you guys for my first morning tea break. Alright, I've made it to my classroom for the day. It's currently 11:30. I've had the first session. The kids are now out on lunch break. As a relief teacher, you normally have to do lunch duty, but this school does like the kids eat inside the classroom after they've been out to play. So I will just have my lunch when the kids come back in at 11:50, and I'll eat it with them. I've got it packed here. In here I've got a cup of rice. I've got about 150 grams of chicken breast, some cottage cheese, some lettuce, and then some nutritional yeast, salt and gravy powder, because I'm obsessed with gravy powder.
Attention learners, this is a notice to let you know that girls' Astley football training is happening on the Oval right now. So if you're meant to be in that, please head to the Oval. That is the girls' Astley football training is on the Oval right now. Thank you.
Alright, so I'm going to eat that very soon, and then I've got my snacks for second break as well. Usually I would have morning tea in between and then have afternoon tea after school, but because like the lunch times, I don't want to wait till second lunch because it's like 11:30. I know it'd be like 1:30 and I'll be so hungry by then, so I'm just going to eat this at like 11:45, and then I've got more snacks to have in the second break at 1:30. So I'm just going to do a little bit of work while I wait for the kids to come back in, and then I will see you guys again at second break. Alright, day is progressing. It's 1:24, so I've got about an hour and a half left. By the time the kids come back from break, it'll be like 2, so I only have an hour left. I'm just gonna have a snack. I've got this protein bar by Muscle Nation. These are new, it's just like a little snack sized protein bar. And I've kind of already started nibbling into these. These like, one second, there's kids knocking on the door. Christ is averted. I've already started nibbling into these, but they're like these little fruit chews. They're honestly like in the kids aisle, but don't diss kids aisle food because these are so good, and it's literally just like fruit and apple juice made into like little chews, and it's just a really easy source of carbs. So that's going to be my snack, and then I'll go home and have afternoon tea. But an hour and a half left of the day. One of the worst things about being a teacher would definitely have to be driving home in school traffic. Anyway, day is done. It's currently 3:10. I'm just trying to escape this little bad section of urban development that thought it was a great idea to put this school that's like a huge school, like I'm talking most grades have at least 7 classes in like a corner where there's only one way in and one way out, so it's honestly just like chaos. And half this school finishes at 2:45, half finishes at 3, so the younger years finish at 2:45. So if I'm with the younger years and I finish at 2:45, I can get out like that. But when I finish at 3, no, I'm not going anywhere because the younger years are like still trying to get out. Like I don't know why they wouldn't have the older years finished first, because they're quicker at getting out of school. The younger years, like watching preps and grade 1s, they just walk so slowly. I'm not like, it's not their fault. Their legs are literally half the length of mine. But anyway, that's my whinge done. I am currently heading home. I was gonna head to the shops because Matt and I have been desperate to try, well not Matt and I have been desperate to try the Fro Pro chicken tenders. They're like high protein chicken tenders. I guess it's just literally like normal chicken tenders. They're just like a little bit healthier, but I cannot find them anywhere, and you really can't find anything anywhere, to be honest, at the moment. Post Cyclone Alfred, the shops are still like trying to recover from all the panic buyers that probably ended up losing power and having to chuck it all out anyway. But yeah, we cannot find them. My mum has looked for them for me, my sister has looked for them for me. We're not finding them. So anywho, there's no point me going to the shops because everyone's already had a look and we're not finding them this week, but that's fine. I think instead we're going to make burgers or make our own chicken tenders. I don't know. I don't think we've really decided, but I'm going to go home first, have something to eat, get Matt after we chill for just a little bit after a Friday afternoon at school. I just need a little bit of no one talk to me time. So we're going to do that, and then Matt and I head to the shops and decide on dinner, see what we can actually find first before we get too committed to a choice, because supplies of things is not the easiest. And you know what I will also say, since moving from the Sunshine Coast to North Brisbane, finding cottage cheese is like one of the hardest things, and it just baffles me, like how either we're having a cottage cheese shortage and like the shops aren't getting as much, or like Northsiders love cottage cheese. I don't know what it is, but I'm sick of having to hunt for cottage cheese, so that's just that as well. But everything else I eat I can get easily. It's just cottage cheese and these Frobros at the moment. Why are you staring at me? It's a vlogging camera. I'm talking to the vlog. Can't believe I just said that out loud. Anyway, I will see you guys at home for some afternoon tea. Random little snack plate of the afternoon consists of carrot dipped in gravy, some little cheesy rice cakes with some chicken, and the caffeination. Matt and I have been to the shops and just taken Cromwell for a walk, and now we're going to start preparing some dinner. So we've decided to go with chicken tenders and some chips. We'll have veggies first and then we'll have that. So we've never made these before, but we've gotten some panko crumbs. I'm going to cut up some chicken breast into tenders, crumb it with panko crumbs, some garlic, some onion, and some nutritional yeast, and then we're going to chuck it in the air fryer and hope that they taste good. So I'm going to start cutting that up while Matt does the vegetables, and then we'll go from there. Like, he's not cracking it because he's bad performance. Like, he's doing well. He's cracking it because he thinks. Huh? You're finally having it. Got our vegetable entree. Alright, and we have the main course. This is how our tenders turned out. That was Matt bumping the table. This is how our tenders turned out. They actually look, not gonna lie, pretty good. So we'll have to do a taste test. Oh, well, actually, did you get a fork?
Yeah.
I'm going like proper finger food.
No, I just brought it out because it was there.
It's actually pretty good.
Not bad.
For a chicken tender, I would give that like 8 out of 10.
No, not that high.
Just needs a little bit more flavour.
It just doesn't have the crunch.
Oh, the crunch is because there's no oil in it. To me, it just needs a little bit more flavour. Maybe something else with the panko crumbs and yeast. Some people put a bit of parmesan in there.
I was thinking parmesan or smoked paprika.
Stay tuned, we'll work on that. But not bad. It is 7 o'clock and it's almost time to start wrapping up for the night. Get an early night before race day, big day tomorrow. Going to have some ice cream to end off the day. Trying a new one, so we'll do a taste test. Side note, if you haven't tried these, you must.
Good.
This is what they look like. They're like the weirdest shape. Wait. But the caramel popcorn flavour. Addicting. New Maximum flavour vanilla slice.
Yummy.
What side do you prefer?
Doesn't matter.
No.
That's pretty good.
No, do you-
That concludes today. We're gonna eat this and then go to bed while watching some TV. Sorry if you made it this far. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the weekend for another vlog. Do you have anything to say?
Comment your favourite Maxibon flavour.
Ooh, we'll see who makes it to the end. Comment your favourite Maximum flavour. I'm pretty sure my favourite would have to be, it's something caramel, and in like the sandwich layer down the bottom it has caramel in it. We'll be reading the comments. That's what you have to say. Bye.
Bye.